Hi guys. I don't know, I'm so corny. But I'm using my phone. I've been using my phone to record this entire time. Don't mind my hair, it's a mess. I literally just dropped Jew off and I'm back home. Trying to see if I was gonna be like able to go to work today, this morning, but it doesn't seem like it's not looking that way. So I think I'll just be chilling out, trying to get paperwork and stuff done and filled out to get taken care of that I need sent out. And then I just came back from Strax and just got some coffee creamer, some balsamic vinegar for my bruschetta, and then some pepper. I haven't used a grinder before pepper. I hear it's like, you know, fresh, super fresh pepper. So I'm definitely gonna leave that in there because I don't want to be without pepper. You need pepper on almost everything. So yeah, I'm definitely about to just sit here and clean, turn on something on YouTube because I'm always on YouTube. And y'all, just kind of like go throughout the day because I have to. I tried to do the seasonings and organize these cabinets, and yeah, that's what we got. So I think it looks nice. We're getting definitely new cabinets because, like I said before, like I do not like the cabinets that they had left. The previous owners had left here. They're really outdated. Like the house is completely outdated, and we have to do small renovations like at a time because who's got 50, 100K to start renovating all at one time? Because I don't. So yeah, I am going to get my coat off. It's not really bad outside at all, but I'm gonna get my coat off and then start cleaning, and then I can get you guys with this little story time that just happened recently, early, like a couple days ago, that happened at Jew's Daycare, that one of the teachers got smart with me or whatever, and it was their fault. And I don't get that, but I guess her energy started to feed off mine because I was not having it. Like I had an attitude. I was mad because anything that happens to my son, just I'm sure you guys, if anything happens to your kids, you're not having it. So if you're upset, then you're allowed to be upset, especially when it's the daycare's fault. So you can't tell me nothing, especially if it's your fault. And you should not be giving a parent any type of attitude. Not one little bit. You should be apologizing and accepting full responsibility for your actions. And I expect everybody to really like fall in line, like managers, like whoever. Like you guys should not cover for teachers because that's how people start not trusting your daycare. You know, because if they can't even go to the manager or the whoever is in charge of these crazy employees, then, you know, or these teachers, then who's going to trust bringing their kid to your daycare? But that's going to be a story time a little bit later because once I'm done cleaning and getting this stuff together, and I got to fix my hair. So please do not get me crap about my hair. I know it's effed up. I know it's jacked up right now. So, and then I'm supposed to be meeting Trisha for lunch today. So I may end up picking you guys up in the car and then doing the story time then in the car, because that way I'll be able to get through the whole thing on the way there. It's very short. It's not really like a huge ordeal, but it definitely was an ordeal for me because I'm just like, you know, I don't expect not one teacher to get upset with me about anything that I'm upset about because it's your fault. Assume responsibility or don't work there. Period. So, but yeah, I'll get back to you guys once I'm out in the car and we'll go from there because I got quite a bit to do. So, and I'm not like really good at showing everything yet or like trying to speed it up yet. Going from one place to one place to one place to one place. I'm learning. So I'll just pick you guys back up in the car. Okay, so I'm back. Like I said, I was gonna get you guys to tell you the story about like when I had encountered the daycare teacher and everything had just went south, and how I was just left like mad. So basically, I went to go pick up Jew, and normally like he's there like a full good day or what have you. It was just that particular day that I was waiting, pretty much like I'll take him in if, you know, if I'm off, just to see if I'll get called into work, because it's happened. Sorry if my feathers are in the way. I'm actually turning right now. So, and I'm careful driving, guys. I just want to put that out there. Like, you know what I mean? Just throwing it out there. Let me just go ahead and get in gear really quick for y'all, because I swear it's just like I can't, like, you just keep hearing it like, oh, you shouldn't like be talking to a camera and driving, blah blah blah. Am I looking at you? No. So obviously my eyes are on the road and I'm hands-free. So anywho, so back to what I was saying. So that particular day I went to go pick up Jew earlier. I don't announce myself. I never announce myself, for good reason, because I've had so much experience like listening and seeing like children get hurt in daycares. Like, a lot of people just aren't trustworthy. I don't care when people tell me like, oh my goodness, like they've been doing this for X amount of years, they've been doing this, they've been doing that, haven't had a problem, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, no, they haven't been caught in X amount of years, because those people be the same people that end up caught doing something bad, and it's just like they've been that caretaker, that caregiver for like 10 years, 20 years or whatever. It's just like nobody's caught them doing what they, you know what I mean? I don't know. So I felt some type of way. So anyhow, so I went to go pick up Jew. I came earlier than expected, didn't let anybody know. And Jew was laying down. It was during their nap time. Okay? So, and I knew it was during their nap time, so I went to go pick them up. The main girl that's in there, they have I would say like the main girl, that's their room, and then they have like an assistant to that room, you know what I mean, to help them out if they get over ratio. So basically, she gives me Jew, and she's like, Jew's wet, or whatever, like his pants are wet. Not like he had peed or like overly, like went over in his diaper or whatever. Like his pants were wet, like both the back of his legs were wet and his butt was wet. So I'm just sitting here like, I'm irritated, because I'm just like, he's been sleeping with this on. So he spilled something, why didn't you change him? So I'm just sitting there like just annoyed, because I'm just like, why is he sleeping? And I don't even know if this is milk, juice, whatever. It definitely did not smell like milk, because milk would have stunk. Because they were saying milk, but they were like, I don't see how he would, because he really doesn't drink the milk. He really doesn't, but you know, he may sip it, but still I would have smelled that. So it had to have been like water, juice, I don't know, most likely juice, but I couldn't smell anything. So I'm just like, so why would he, do you want me to change him now? And it's just like, no, I wanted him to be changed before he was put down, you know, so he can sleep comfortably, not soaking wet, you know. So I'm just like irritated. So I went up front to go, because she said that she was going to let the girl know, because she said it was a girl that was relieving her, that relieved her, so she can, you know, step out for a moment or whatever. I think it was a lunch hour, I don't know. So she said, I'll talk to her, blah blah blah. I really don't really care for that either, when people are just like, I'll talk to her, a teacher saying that they're going to talk to another teacher. No, because everybody's just like, they're just going to brush it under the rug. They're just going to be like, oh well, whatever, she'll get over it, blah blah blah. No, I need to make sure that the boss knows, your manager knows, the owner knows, whoever. They just need to know, because I'm just like, I'm not okay with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't trust that you guys are going to tell each other what's going on and actually, like, you know, follow through what you're saying or whatever. So I went up front and I let her know, because I'm not one to play with when it comes to my son. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not it. Like, judge you and my hands, like, you know what I mean? So we're on our way out, and I'm just like, she's like, do you want me to change it? Like, you know what the heck's going on? So then I'm like, no, because I'm like, she's like, I don't want to be cold. Like, when I'm like, no, because we're going straight home. I said, I had a great day. I did not get called into work. That's, you know, that's why I'm here early, like super early at that. You know what I mean? I don't like to leave you into a daycare all day. I just don't, especially when I don't have to. Like, you know what I mean? I'd rather him be at home with me the entire day than to be in daycare. You know what I mean? So, I mean, so anywho, then that teacher comes in, because I didn't know what she looked like. They just said the girl's name or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know what she looks like. So she comes out to the front desk and was just like, it was an accident. You know, we didn't know that he was like wet like that and blah blah blah. And I'm looking like, we didn't know he was wet like that. His pants were soaked. You couldn't feel them, like you couldn't see it, like you didn't even see when it spilled. That just tells me that you're not watching him, that you're not watching the kids. That's what it tells me, because it's just like, how did you not see it? Like, you know what I mean? If you didn't see it, and like the kids are walking, you know what I mean? Now mind you, she's 3. Kids are walking, you know, they can go lay themselves down or whatever, but you're telling me, so he just spilled this juice, whatever, this liquid all over himself, or sat in it, and went to go lay himself down. Nobody saw nothing being spilled, because there's no way. There was nothing on his shirt. It was just his pants in the back of both legs and his butt. So you can't tell me, like, you know what I mean? Like, so that means you're not watching. So she was, it was an accident and blah, blah, blah. And she started to become very condescending. She just started to, her tone was disrespectful. She became very condescending in her tone, her voice, and then I was just like, and I'm pointing like this, how is this missed? I don't understand how it's missed. Like, you know what I mean? Is this even possible? Like, is it possible that this could be missed? You know, and then I'm just pointing, and she was like I said, it was an accident, and so I'm just already now talking. Like, this is not okay, this is crazy, like, he's soaked, like, how could you you're saying that she knew about it, but she said that you knew about it. She didn't know anything about it, so now you're placing blame. So I'm just like, I'm not understanding. And so we're going back and forth until the point where she's like, I know my job. And it's just like, you clearly don't. So that's what escalated it and got me more mad, because I'm just like, you know your job, but my son's soaked in pants, and he laid down for a nap. You laid him down for a nap. They don't get checked. What's really going on here? You know what I mean? So that's what really escalated it and made it worse for me. So to the point where now I'm just going back and forth. Now my tone has gotten even louder. Like, now I've escalated and just my tone's gotten even bigger. Like, you know what I mean? Now I'm on demon time, because it's just like, girl, who are you talking to? Like, you know what I mean? Don't be condescending to me. Don't talk to me with a tone like that. Don't be smiling in my face saying, like I said, it was an act, like I'm supposed to brush that under the rug or whatever. I don't do none of that. None of that. Don't dismiss my feelings. Don't dismiss what you've done wrong. You haven't taken no accountability. And you're telling me about I said, you have an attitude. And then she was like, no, you have an attitude. Like, no, of course I have an attitude. First of all, let's be clear. I definitely have an attitude. My son's soaked. So are you stupid? Like, you know what I mean? Duh, I have an attitude. First and foremost. Secondly, you and your condescending attitude, and you're saying like, well, I said, because first of all, you don't even have to say like, I know my job, because clearly you don't. Because my son is soaked in liquid. Like, you know what I mean? So, what do you mean? So what are you saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just sitting here like, whoa. So me and her going back and forth. I can't even tell you or remember what was being said, because I was literally so mad. I was just saying whatever, to the point where I threatened to fight her. I was threatening for her to come outside. Like, not a best moment. It's the first moment where I ever threatened anybody to come outside to fight, because they started to go back and forth with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never been like instead of just apologizing, you know what I mean, and accepting accountability for your actions, you know. But then you sit there and then you don't, and then try to say like, you know, like basically like it was just an accident, get over it. That's exactly how I took it. That's how it was given, and that's how I received it. So I definitely, sorry about the light, I definitely was not trying to hear her at all. Don't ever try to get me to dismiss anything like that, because it makes me feel like my son's being mistreated. Like you just thought that I wasn't gonna show up on time, so it would have just dried up and you didn't have to change him or something. I don't know. But all I know is that I went off, and then I'm up here telling the managers this, and I'm like, I want to see her outside, like put my son in another room. I'm about to fight her, because it's just like she's not gonna talk to me like any old kind of way. I don't know who she thinks she's talking to, and if she thinks like she's about all of that or whatever, she needs to come show me, because it's just like now, like you disrespected me already to, you know, to up here, you know what I mean? Parking. Now you disrespected me, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I feel like you're trying to play with me, like, you know what I mean? You're trying to play with my son. You think that you can just dismiss my feelings or whatever and tell me that I just basically need to get over it? It was an accident, get over it. No. And I'm gonna show you that I'm not that mom. Like, you're not about to play with me, like, you know what I mean? So after all that was said and done or whatever, because one of the other teachers came back trying to like push her to the back, like, girl, you don't need to hold her back or scoot her back nowhere, because she was going nowhere. She stayed where she stood, and that was a good ass distance from me, and then she wasn't talking about anything. Especially when I'm telling you to come out here, because if you tell me that you're about that or whatever, it doesn't look like you're trying to get through anybody, because nobody's holding you back. They're just doing this and no one's touching you. So what are we doing? Like, you know what I mean? So definitely not a proud moment of mine for sure, because I don't cuss in front of my son. I definitely don't do, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even like yell in front of my son, because he's already doesn't like when my voice can even be like elevated just in the slightest. He's already like, you know, he's already got, you know, some things going on. He's like sensory issues and everything like that. So it's just like, I definitely don't do any of that, but it really angered me. So after all that was said and done or whatever, the manager put me in the office. She said that was so uncalled for on her part, and that she should have never done that. She should have just come out here, apologized for it, and reassured you it was never going to happen again, and just, you know, let that be that. And I said exactly what she should have done. But her approach, and I don't know if she's like spoken, she has whatever, you know what I'm saying, to other people or other parents, but she was not about to do that to me. And I was gonna she definitely was gonna see that was not gonna happen with me, like not in the least bit. So after that was said and done, I told her, like, I don't want her in my son's room. Did I think that was going to be able to stay, like that was going to be short-lived? Yeah, but it was either that, she quits, gets fired, or, you know, she's going to issue my apology. That's what she's going to do. She's going to continue to be in that room. So you pick, you know what I mean? So I took my son, and then we had left. And then the next day came, she was not there yet when I was dropping him off, so I couldn't stay for that. I had to be at work, blah, blah, blah. So, and then next thing you know, I came back today, you know, and then she was in the room. So then I go in there, and then she's like saying, hey, did you, like, hi, Jude, da, da, da. And then I didn't hear anything. She did not, definitely not greet me or whatever. And I'm just sitting here like, manager said that she was going to issue my apology. I was going to get my apology. So then nothing. So she's just doing her little thing, and then makes her way with another kid, like, I'm going to change you. And like I wasn't there. So I went back into the front, and I'm just like, your employee's back. She's in his room, and I'm not being addressed. So I went into the office with, you know, the manager or whatever, and was talking to her. I said, I'm not about to do this, because I said I'm starting to burn up, because now I'm not talking, because I'm like, either I'm about to freaking like literally go to jail, or she comes in here and apologizes to me. She's going to apologize to me. So it's like, you're gonna have to pick one, because no. Nope. Because it's just like, I shouldn't have to worry about my son being at a place that, you know, when people have to bring their kids to daycares or whatever, like brand new daycares at that, they're already on edge. They're dropping their kids off to complete strangers, believe it or not. We don't know you guys from a can of paint. We don't. We have to trust that our kids are going to be okay and treated respectfully and properly while we're gone at work. And honestly, I was just like, no. I need to be made felt. I need to be feeling better before I leave, because I was not leaving today. I was not leaving without that apology. Like, you guys are not about to, I told her, I'm like, you guys are not about to sweep this under the rug. I don't know if you guys do that, because she was like, did the main girl in there say anything to you? I said, no. I said, I don't know if everybody's just trying to sweep it under the rug and I'm supposed to just drop Drew off and just keep him. But no, she's going to apologize to me. That's what she's going to do if she's still going to be employed here. So no, she's not going to get away with thinking she can talk to me with any type of tone. I don't think so, especially when it's your fault. So she went out. She was like, I got to go check to see how many kids are in there. You know, definitely owed an apology, blah, blah, blah. So after a while, she came in, the manager, and she brought her in there, and then she instantly started to apologize. And then she was like, and I apologize for, you know, what had happened. I apologize for, you know, Drew being wet like that, and that me and you know, the other lady did not catch it, blah blah blah. Like, I just definitely wanted to apologize to you for that. And that day, my tone, I definitely want to apologize for my tone and my attitude. And I just want to just reassure you, like, Drew is, you know, we're gonna make sure that it doesn't happen again. And, you know, and then I'm just like, and I said, and I appreciate the apology. You know what I mean? Because that's what I needed to continue on with my day. I'm not about to sit here and make you think that you're going to be like, because if I let that, like, that slide, she's going to think that it's okay for her to continue to act like that. Or whenever she feels like, you know what I mean? Like, if I have a problem with something, oh, it's just going to get brushed off or whatever. Or I'm going to be dismissed. I don't think so. Absolutely not. I'm not going to let you dismiss me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna hold you accountable, and you're gonna like, you thinking that you're up here and they got your back, they have your back. Like, I don't have to apologize, I can just talk to it. No, because I'm gonna be on them to make sure they get on you, because that's your reputation. That's the daycare's reputation. And then if people start finding out that the managers are definitely on the side of the teachers, like, they don't care what they come up here saying to parents and how they say it to parents, they're not going to be comfortable leaving their kids there. They're just not. Like, I wouldn't be comfortable if I heard something like that. And you guys allowed a teacher to talk to a parent like that, especially when it was the teacher's fault. No, I don't want my kid, because then that means, like, anything happens to my kid, you guys are going to try to sugarcoat it. That was my hair. And try to just sweep it under the rug. No, that's too dangerous for me, for my kid. So I'm just like, you know, so I appreciate the apology. And I said, and this is exactly why, because of course I got emotional. When I talk about my son, I get emotional, teary-eyed, because I'm just like, it's either I'm teary-eyed happy or teary-eyed like, I'm gonna let you know that, and I did let her know, I'm ready to go to jail for mine. You're not going to, like, mine. No.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You're not gonna mistreat mine. I don't think so. I don't care who you are. Like, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to let her know, because she's got kids. Everybody's got kids up in there. So it's kind of like, if you want to treat your kids like that, do you, boo-boo. Like, play with your kids. Don't play with mine. And that's exactly how I felt. So, you know, so of course I'm not apologizing for anything. I don't owe her an apology for anything. For my tone, my everything. No, absolutely not. I had every right to be upset. Because you're delivering my kid to me, like, did I send him to you wet like this? Like, no. And then you trying to justify your actions instead of taking accountability. Of course I'm upset. I don't owe you anything. And then you escalated it. Your job is to de-escalate. Like, they come in there, you apologize and try to make it better. But it's just like, but by you saying that you're, you know what I mean? Like, I know my job. I know mine too. But I'd be in a lot of damn trouble if I start talking to patients like that. So after the apology and everything, because I'm just like, this is why I trusted the other teachers before he got moved up with Drew, because they treated him as if they were like his mothers. Like, they just were so amazing. Like, you know what I mean? And then she was like, and that's what I just want to do. Like, you know, I loved you, blah, blah, blah. And he's so chill. Like, when I go in there, like, you know, and just saying all this stuff, I needed that extra. Like, like, let me know you love my son. Like, you know what I mean? Because I would, you know, if I was them, I would treat everybody's kids like they were my own. I'll make sure that they're not getting hurt, that they're, you know what I mean? It's a lot of kids in there. I get it. But just when parents come in there, don't try to cover up or just like dismiss them like, you know, oh, you need to get over it. That's not cool. It's just not cool. So that's pretty much that. So after that, I was able to move on with my day because I'm just like, I needed that because I have to feel like my son's going to be okay when I leave. He's not talking right now, like fully. He talks, but he's just not, you know, to communicate. Like, he's not going to remember something that happened like 6 hours ago, that someone hurt him 6 hours ago. You know what I mean? So it's just like, until I can get there and he's old enough to do all that, this is my energy. Like, I'm going to be on guard left and right. Like, you know what I mean? He can't tell me anything right now. So that's just what it is. But that was the story that I wanted to tell you guys. Now I gotta figure out where the hey is Trisha, because I'm waiting here and it's like 12:25. She said 12:15. So I don't know if she's just running late, but I gotta try to figure out what's going on with that. And yeah, I've just been sitting here talking to you guys about the story, and I'm gonna get better. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this about the whole YouTube thing. I think I'm gonna post like once a week. I think that once a week is a good start for me. It's like once a week. I can't do every day. Like once a week is gonna have to be like something until I can get used to this. But anywho, like I said, I'm gonna try to, there she is calling. So I'm definitely going to wrap it up right here, and then I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.